Hello friends. Well, I'd just like to point something out before we start. Below you'll see CC. If it's not red, it's not turned on. To turn closed captions on, you click the CC and it will put it in English for you if you're hard of hearing or deaf. Also, if you mouse over the CC when it's turned on, it says transcribe captions. You click on that if you're a foreigner, and you can then scroll down through a list and select your own language, and then you click OK and it converts the English captions into your own subtitles in your own language. So you can watch my videos in your own language in many languages around the world, thanks to YouTube and Google. I have to write them myself, which takes about 3-4 hours to do, because actually Google do automatically do it, but it's not very accurate at the moment, so hopefully in time it will be. Whether it ever recognises my accent, I think it's based on the American accent more than English at the moment. Anyway, so I had my spiritual experience dancing. This was about mid-March time, and I had it another twice after that over the coming next couple of months. And anyway, about a week or two later, I started to have a real affliction happen to me, but it only happened when I was quiet and on my own. And you know, I kept thinking, what is that? You know, when I was focusing on this affliction, and this affliction was being given to me by Father God. So he was giving me something that was quite painful to have and not nice. And after 3 or 4 weeks of it, I went to the hospital. It was only intermittent. It only happened occasionally, but it was really bad when it happened. And I went to the hospital and got checked out, and they said, there's nothing wrong with you. So it lasted, but it was to help me find my light. Because it was an affliction that would help me find my light, and it was an affliction that caused me to say, what is that? Because I didn't know what it was, and you know, it was annoying me, and it was not nice to have, but it was Father God trying to help me, because I was still safe when I was on my own. But once I moved into Peter's house, I'd be in grave danger, and this was Father God's attempt to help me find my light before I moved there, while I still had good guidance and those that I could trust there at that time. So anyway, about a couple of weeks later from that, mid-April, I turned to Peter and said, you know, I'm going out night clubbing. I'm only on low wages as a tractor driver on the council. I can't really afford it. I'm spending like £50 a week just going out night clubbing twice a week. So I was finding my rent really hard to afford, and thinking about moving from a double bedsit room, which had a shared bathroom in a house, into a single room, you know, which wouldn't have been so good, but it would have saved me a bit of money. And then Peter turned around to me and said, well, I've had lodgers before. You're most welcome to move into my home, and you can treat it like your own. You can go into any room. You can come in the front room with me, or you can, you know, go to your own room, come and go as you like. Use all the facilities, washing machine, cookers. You know, you can eat with me as well if you want to share food. And you know, I said, well, how much? And he said, just a donation. I can't take money, but you can make a small donation. So we agreed an amount, which was quite a bit less than I was paying, and I was, you know, really thinking about, I'm going for that. And but I thought, well, I was splitting up with this girl still at that time. It took me nearly 6 months to split up with her. Or no, it wasn't 6 months, about 4 or 5 months. And then I said, well, you know, I talked to her about it, and I went back and I spoke to her about it. She wasn't keen on the idea at all, because she'd gone to school in a council estate, and her dad had made quite a bit of money, just working class, but he made quite a bit of money in building trade, and they had a nice house, and she had quite nice clothes, and she got taunted and treated quite nastily by some of the people at this council school in the middle of a council estate. It wasn't particularly a council school, but they called her the rich bitch and nasty things. So she didn't really like some people on council estates because of the way they treated her, you know, and that you could see that maybe why. But so she didn't want me moving on to another council estate, which was in Guildford as well. She didn't want me to go there, but I took her objection into consideration, but it was too good an offer to miss. So I moved into Peter's home in the last week of April 1995, and things started to happen about a week later, which I'll go on to in my next video. So I bless you, I thank you for listening. And when I moved into PSA, the affliction I had completely disappeared. So I'll see you in the next video. Bless you, love and light, chap.